This is Country Living E Oregon Style 61, and today I'm going to make a Boston brown bread, and it's a recipe my mother gave me years and years ago. Where she got it from, I don't have a clue, but it's real close to the ones that they have back east. This is her version. I can't say it's exactly like what they make back east, but we're going to make it today. And then I've got a little bit of a twist to it after it's done. So when it's after it gets through steaming and a little bit of baking, then I'll show you a sauce that we put over it, and have done that for years. Anyway, what goes into this is a cup, and I've pre-measured everything so we're not here forever. A cup of flour, and on this little plate here I have got salt, baking powder, and baking soda, all of a teaspoon each. I'm going to pour that into it. We have a cup, I've already got it pre-measured, a cup of cornmeal. And we have a half a cup of whole wheat flour. Now we're going to give this a little bit of a stir here before we start adding the liquids. And into that, then we put a cup of raisins, and these are my own. I don't know where my thingy is. A cup of raisins. These raisins are the ones grapes that I took and I dehydrated myself. So there's a cup of raisins into it. Then we've got, and we'll kind of give that a little bit of a stir. You don't want a lot in it, and it's optional. You don't have to put raisins in it if you don't want to. We put a 3/4 cup of molasses into it. That in the sink. Kind of give it a little bit of a stir. And 2 cups of buttermilk. Now you can use fresh buttermilk, kind of you buy from the store, or you can use the powdered and mix it up with the water that you can buy. It's shelf stable until you open it, and then you put it into the refrigerator. You just make sure that's all mixed up really good. Make sure it's all consistent, that there's no flour on the bottom, everything's mixed. You gotta just, it doesn't really take that long to mix it. Then what you do is you take a coffee can. I take a juice can instead of a coffee can. I got molasses all over everything. I take a juice can, okay? And you can take a coffee can. Let's see if I go the right way. Okay, and it says you can even use a coffee can if you want to. This is a juice can. You're supposed to spray it really well, or grease it really well so nothing sticks in it. You, let me see, I got need a mess over here. Hang on a second. Okay, now we'll finish spraying it. And you spray it really good. I am going to get out a ladle so that I can ladle that into it. I don't know, I may have to bring my camera back up a little bit so you can see it. And you ladle that till you make it, let's see, 2/3 full or thereabouts. You don't want it clear up to the top. And I don't know whether you can see that. Wait a minute, we'll move the camera on you. As soon as it gets through dripping. Let's see. I don't know whether it's... Here, let me see. There we go. Maybe. Well, you know, I haven't done a video for a while, so guess what? Everything is all messed up. I am not sure where I'm at. Oops. Let's see if I can move it up. Hang on. There we go. Okay. I hope everybody had a good holidays. 2015 for me is really starting off really good. Outside of this little video probably, but up to that point everything's been really good. I've been doing a lot of canning, a lot of dehydrating, doing a lot of new stuff. For me it is anyway. I don't know about me, it might not be for other people. Been trying other people's YouTube video recipes. Some of those are really excellent. I tried some Willow Gardens recipes. Excellent. Bam. Love them. Usually when I make this, and I'm not doing that today, usually when I make this, I make a, let's see if I can get it with a, I make 2 or 3 of them, but today I'm only making the one. Jim is having a craving on it, so guess what? You could also freeze these brown breads. They freeze excellent. You can use it with butter on them. You can do just straight butter, cold or hot. Doesn't matter. You can warm them up. Doesn't matter. Let's see if I can hit this without. I'm gonna have to move this can because I know I'm not gonna be able to hit it. Yes, I'll go back. I made a mess, but I'll go back and clean that up. See if we can hit this without making too big a mess. So I'm only making the one today. But usually when I make them, I can get 3 in my, I do mine in a roaster. You have to steam it for 3 hours. You can put it in a pot, a kettle or a big pot and steam it that way. Be sure we have to put some tin foil over the top of it so it doesn't, so it can, all the steam can stay inside. What you're doing is you're steaming this. You're not baking it. After it's cooked steam-wise for 3 hours, then you put it in your oven for 450 at 450 for 5 minutes, and that just kind of browns the top. Is all it's doing. Then you slide it out and let it cool down. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a, I'm going to use a pop-up sheet, foil pop-up sheet, piece of tin foil over the top. That's all there is to it. See? That's all there is to it. You put this over the top, and then I'm going to move the camera back a little bit so that you can see what else I do. I use my oven roaster, and I put water in it and set it in here in the water. It has to be up on the can. It has to be about halfway up on the can or cans. Then you cover it with a lid after you do this. Years ago, I did it in the oven. I didn't do it in this roaster. And I was sitting here one day, it's been a few years ago, and I'm going, well, why can't I use that roaster? Well, it works great. I don't have to have the oven on. I don't have to worry about getting burned or anything like that, testing and so on. So, I am going to put this in my roaster and with water halfway up the can, and then in 3 hours, because I got a 3-hour wait, then I'll bring it back. We'll pop it in the oven. We'll take it out after 5 minutes. We'll wait just a few minutes and then slide it out, and then you'll get to see the end result. Then I'll show you how to make, it's a lemon sauce, to put a warm lemon sauce to put over the top of it. Okay, so I'll see you in about 3 hours.